Chelsea fans, let's be sincere with ourselves. In our match against Fulham, defensively, we were totally poor, and that needs to be solved as soon as possible. And mind you, there is a bad blood in our midst as we speak. There is a certain Chelsea player that is proving to be a god. There is a certain player that feels as if he is one of our important players. Meanwhile, he is the least of our important player. Now I'm talking none other than Enzo Fernandez. Now you see this rating. The only reason why this rating is good is because of the goal he scored, which is his penalty. And mind you, he is not even the one that caused the penalty. It was Chalobah that caused the penalty. Now Chelsea fans, let's ask ourselves, what actually does Enzo Fernandez brings into Chelsea's football team? He does not support defense. He doesn't even support attack. He doesn't even support Caicedo in the midfield. Then what is Enzo Fernandez good for Christ's sake? His passes are no longer accurate. Even to pass to his closest player, to his closest teammates, is a problem for him. There was a clip about Enzo Fernandez on the pitch yesterday that was kind of disgusting. I don't know who he's referring to, but if he's referring to some of the Chelsea staff, then this guy must be subbed. Because we currently have a player like Andre Santos. Now, despite the fact that Andre Santos wastes a good chance against Crystal Palace, that doesn't mean that we should judge Santos that early. Now, mind you, Andre Santos doesn't start for Chelsea. He have not yet adapted to Enzo Maresca's system, talk less of adapting to the Premier League football. But if Andre Santos comes on, his passes are more better than Enzo Fernandez's 90 minutes performance. If we are not being sentimental here, and I wouldn't mind if we start Andre Santos against Brentford after the international break. Because it looks like Enzo Fernandez needs to rest for some games. But because me, I wouldn't mind if Enzo Fernandez rests for like 5 games straight. Now, I know a lot of you will like to defend Enzo Fernandez that despite his bad performance, he normally scored goals. But remember, his goals comes from other players' hard work. The goal that he scored against West Ham was because of Estevan Williams' pullouts. The goal he scored against Fulham was because of Chalobah's input in that penalty decision. This is the truth and we need to accept it. Normally, we have 2 midfielders that support defense, which is Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo. But currently now, Caicedo is the only one doing the work in the midfield. Caicedo will be on the middle, will be on the left, will be on the center, will be on defense. But Enzo Fernandez will just be in one position due to the fact that he can't even run. Because I don't know what is up with that guy. He's looking as if his body is overweight. Because to make a run will be a problem. To even pass the ball will be a problem for Enzo Fernandez as we speak. So if Enzo Fernandez knows that he is not capable of playing or starting for Chelsea, then he should sit on the bench. A player like Andre Santos that is hungry for games should come on. Because the more Andre Santos play games, the more quicker he is for him to adapt. Because currently now, it looks as if Chelsea are playing with just 10 men when there is 11 men on the pitch. Enzo Fernandez is feeling as if he's too big. He is acting as if he's the most important Chelsea player. If Enzo Maresca is taking notice of Enzo Fernandez's performance, then it's high time for Enzo Fernandez to make the right decision and start Andre Santos ahead. Because Enzo Fernandez is not giving Caicedo the support he needs, and he's not giving the team the exact support we required. Now, moving on to the current situation at hand. I know a lot of people will cite Nicolas Jackson for his decision to refuse to come back to Chelsea. Now, mind you, for the fact that Nicolas Jackson is refusing to come back to Chelsea, that is a proof that Nicolas Jackson does not love the club at all. And Nicolas Jackson doesn't have any rights to reject Chelsea because he is under contract. Now, if you are citing Nicolas Jackson that Nicolas Jackson made the right decision, then what about Travis Chalobah? Travis Chalobah have been one of the most disrespected Chelsea players. He came from Chelsea Academy. His first debut, Chalobah scored a goal against Crystal Palace. Chalobah have been committed to Chelsea right from when he was a kid. Even in our toughest time, Chalobah was still there. During the time of Todd Boehly, when Todd Boehly took over Chelsea, Chalobah was still there. He was still at the defense. Even when he was sitting at the bench 247, Chalobah was still committed. When Enzo Maresca came in, told the board that he doesn't want Chalobah. Chalobah went to Crystal Palace. He was having a good season there. But due to the fact that Chalobah loved Chelsea, he had to answer Chelsea immediately when Chelsea called for him. That is a true player. That is the difference between love and just playing for the badge. Chalobah loved Chelsea with all his heart and currently is one of our best defenders. If Chelsea still insists on bringing Nicolas Jackson after Nicolas Jackson refused to come back, then I'll be highly disappointed in Chelsea, because there is no player that is bigger than a football club, no matter your stature, no matter your contribution. There was a point where Raheem Sterling was one of Man City's best players. There was a point when they were comparing Raheem Sterling to Leo Messi. If you bring on Leo Messi discussion, you must include Raheem Sterling. But what happened to Raheem Sterling at the last moment? He got sold. That is how football is. When the clubs don't want you again, nothing you can do about it. So Chelsea fans, what is your opinion on Enzo Fernandez? Should Andre Santos bench him, or should we cope with his attitude? And what do you say about Nicolas Jackson drama? Drop your opinion at the comment section. And if you like this video, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more Chelsea updates. See you on my next video.